everyone, and welcome back to another Yiddish video. Today we'll delve a little more into Yiddish grammar. How does one use comparatives and superlatives on Yiddish adjectives and adverbs? Today I'll be teaching you all that. If you're new here and would like to start with some simpler grammar, I suggest you check out the description box below for links to my other videos for Yiddish beginners. Otherwise, buckle up and get ready to compare some Yiddish words. We'll begin by talking about comparisons. Similarly to English, you add the ending er at the end of an adjective to turn it into the comparative form. For example, the word for fast, schnell, becomes schneller. The word for heavy or difficult, schwer, becomes schwerer, more difficult or heavier. This works fine on many words, but then there's something that changes in many adjectives and adverbs when spoken about in comparative form. The vowel of the word will change, along with the added ending er, although not every vowel does this. There are some patterns for which do and which don't, but this isn't always consistent. The best ways of learning is through listening and trial and error. But since there are some patterns, I'll give them to you now, just as a base to work off. When there's an E or I sound, the vowel stays the same. Din, thin, becomes dinner, thinner. Ying, young, becomes yingir, younger. Wild, wild, becomes wilder, wilder. In most cases, when there is a double yud making the sound I, the vowel stays the same as well. Breit, meaning wide, becomes breiter, wider. Rein, meaning clean, becomes reiner, cleaner. Nai, meaning new, becomes nair. Although this does have some rare exceptions, like the word klein, meaning small, becomes kleiner. Although it's safe to assume that most of the time, the I sound won't be doing this. The same goes for the U sound. In most cases, it won't change at all. Schmul, meaning narrow, becomes schmuler, narrower. Grud, meaning straight, becomes gruder, straighter. Although there are some exceptions, like the word nunt, close, becomes neinter, closer. When it comes to the A sound from a pasach aleph, it can either remain the same, schwach, weak, becomes schwacher, weaker, stat, slow, becomes stater, or it can get turned to the sound. This all depends on the word. Stark, meaning strong, becomes stärker, stronger. Alt, meaning old, becomes älter, older. The oi sound and the sound will always take on the sound instead. Hoyach, meaning loud, becomes hecher, louder. Kurz, meaning short, becomes kerzer, shorter. Groß, meaning big, becomes grösser, bigger. And so on. The S sound will of course stay the same, as we saw earlier with the word schnell, becoming schneller. Now on to the superlatives. Now again, similarly to English, the sound st is added at the end of the word. The previous rules apply, but instead of the ending, it's matched with a st ending. Alt, älter, ältste. Old, older, oldest. Groß, grösser, größte. Big, bigger, biggest. Schmutzig, schmutziger, schmutzigste. Dirty, dirtier, dirtiest. Stark, stärker, stärkste. Strong, stronger, strongest. Kurz, kürzer, kürzeste. Short, shorter, shortest. Easy enough, isn't it? Now I'll make one more point before we move on to the practice examples. The words good and bad follow completely different rules. It goes git, besser, beste. Good, better, best. Schlecht, ärger, ärgste. Bad, worse, worst. Now that we got that covered, let's do a little practice game. I'll give you a sentence in Yiddish with an adjective or adverb, and it'll be your job to place the correctly conjugated word into the sentence using superlative or comparative. Feel free to pause the video at any time if you need more time, and as usual, I'll leave a little cheat sheet in the corner. Let's begin. Ich lauf wie ihr. I run as her. Ich lauf schneller wie ihr. I run faster than her. Die bist die in der Mischbuche. You are the in your family. Die bist die Hechste in der Mischbuche. You are the tallest in your family. Könnt ihr bitte reden? Can you please speak? Könnt ihr bitte reden stiller? Can you please speak quieter? Der Geschäft ist Siemens Vienna. This store is to my house than that one. Der Geschäft is näher zu mein Haus Vienna. This store is closer to my house than that one. A chiripacha is ein von die chayas. A turtle is one of the animals. A chiripacha is ein von die staatste chayas. A turtle is one of the slowest animals. Mein Bruder is the in sein class. My brother is the in his class. Mein Bruder is the jüngste in sein class. My brother is the youngest in his class. Enker mama kocht die zip. Your mom cooks the soup. Enker mama kocht the beste zip. Your mom cooks the best soup. That's it for today. How many of these did you get correct? If you'd like to learn some Yiddish adjectives to use the comparative and superlatives on, check out my other video on Yiddish adjectives, which I have linked in the description box. Tack för idag, lehitrot, tschüss, and auf Wiedersehen!